Hi everyone, Greeno here and welcome to another video here on my Greeno Eats channel. Now as you can see, I am outside of Toby Carvery again. But today I'm not coming in for a roast dinner, I'm not coming in to pick up a roast dinner magic bag. It's actually a Toby Carvery breakfast magic bag that I come to get today. It's a lovely day here in Dorset, by the way. We've had rain for weeks it seems like. The sun is finally out. Nice day for it. I fancy a breakfast. Let's go and see what we get. Right folks, so that was quick, didn't take me long at all, just popped in, the bag was ready for me, here it is. Now I have to say, it does not feel like there's a lot of weight to this. Now this bag has cost me £2.79. Bear in mind that if you go in on a weekday, which this is, and have an all-you-can-eat breakfast in there, that's £5.99. So this is about half the price of that. Now of course, going in there, getting the all-you-can-eat, that means you pick what you want and as much of it as you want. Now, of course, the concept of this is that you're just getting the leftovers, and that's fair enough. If there's not much left over, you get what you get. But I have to say, it feels a bit disappointing. Anyway, let's get it home and take a look. Right, folks, as you can see from the wallpaper behind me, I am back home. And this is what was contained in that Toby Carvery bag. Now, like I said when I picked it up, not a lot of weight to it. Let's take the lid off and have a look at what we've got. This is not terribly exciting looking. Let me show you. So here we have the contents of that magic bag. We have, let me see if I can set this so I can move things around a little bit. 1, 2, 3 pretty unappealing looking hash browns that have all been sat around in some mush. There's like half a piece of bacon there, not particularly well cooked. Look at that fat on there, that's not great. And another one, this is like at least a full piece, and one more piece of bacon. So you can argue that the quantity of bacon's not too bad. 3 rashers. There's a bunch of mushrooms, literally a spoonful of beans and a spoonful of tomatoes, and that's it. I mean, I wouldn't be happy if I was served that for £2.79 anywhere, to be honest, let alone all slopped into a box like this. Right, well I think I'm going to have my work cut out to make that into something appealing, but we'll give it a go. So I think I can probably reheat the bacon and the hash browns in the air fryer, try and crisp that fat up on the bacon a little bit. That's it, those hash browns are soggy, they've been sat in that sort of bean and tomato juice. I don't know if I'll be able to crisp them up properly again, but we'll try it. In terms of what's left in the box, mushrooms, regular viewers of the channel will know I don't eat mushrooms, so they're going to have to go. Obviously can't knock Toby for giving them to me. That's what it is. The beans and the tomatoes are kind of all mixed together anyway, so I guess I'll just have to mix them in there. Maybe I'll make a bit of toast or something and put it on there. Now, what I will say, which isn't great for Toby, I don't think, the pickup window for this was between 11 and 11:15, a very short 15-minute window. I turned up into the building about 11:05. There were still people helping themselves to the buffet at that point. Now, I think officially it ends at 11, but you know, obviously stuff was still out. People were still going up and helping themselves. This was already prepared. So obviously a staff member has gone around before and filled it up while there is still product available on the buffet. Now I'm guessing they didn't want to take too much because they wanted to leave stuff there for people who were still eating there. That kind of defeats the object. It's supposed to be the stuff that's left at the end, so they should have their window. Maybe instead of between 11 and 11:15, maybe it should be 11:30 to 11:45. By the time they close the buffet, then they know what's actually waste. This isn't really waste, is it, if people are still helping themselves to it? Plus, I bet you at the end of service, there's waste there. So, do it properly. That's what I'm asking. Let's say for £2.79 is about half the price of the full price sit-down breakfast there. I don't think I got good value for that here. Definitely not. But, like I say, we're going to warm it up, see if we can make something out of it. Need some Greeno kitchen creativity, I think, on this one. Okay, folks, I've done about as best as I could. As you can see, I've knocked up a couple of slices of toast and a cup of tea. Let's take a little look. So, the beans and tomatoes I've mixed together, because they were kind of mixed together in the tub anyway. And as you can see, not even enough to cover a piece of toast. The 3 hash browns, still a little bit soggy where they were sat in the juice, but they have crisped up a bit in places. The bacon's come out all right. I gave that a few minutes in the air fryer, and so that's taken that flabby white horrible fat and crisped it up nicely, so that doesn't look too bad. But that's it. I mean, what kind of breakfast is that? 2 spoons of beans and tomatoes, hash browns and bacon. Well, I suppose there was mushrooms in there, and it's not Toby's fault I don't eat mushrooms, but still, not great, is it? I think this and a few other bags I've had recently kind of open up that debate, don't they, as to whether Too Good To Go is as good value as it once was. It kind of seems to me like companies have cottoned on a bit to the fact that they can advertise 2, 3, 4 bags and put less in each, and financially that's better for them, which kind of I understand, but it also defeats the object of the app, really, doesn't it? That you should be getting the waste that's available, and maybe you get a really good result and get something very good. This, I don't even think for the £2.79 paid is worth it at all. And it's 3 bits of bacon, a couple of spoons of slop, some mushrooms and some hash browns. That's it, you know. I mean, imagine you're relying on this app. You're trying to get something as a treat because you've not got much money, and you get this. I mean, you're going to be hugely disappointed, aren't you? It's really not good enough. Like I say, I think they made this bag too early. I think they should have waited until the service was over, and then they could have assembled the bags. I'm sure there is still product in that Toby Carvery that wasn't used at the end of that service. Anyway, let's give it a try, shall we? I've got to eat something. Okay, so let's start with this bacon, shall we? Like I say, I've put it back in the air fryer. It had about 7 minutes, actually, to get that kind of crisp on it. I mean, it's not like crispy like I had with streaky bacon the other day when I made my own breakfast. This is back bacon, of course. But, yeah, if you remember when we looked at it at the start in the tub, it was very, very kind of undercooked looking. This looks a bit better. And in fairness, it's not bad. It's not the thinnest bacon in the world, not the thickest either, but a decent slice. If anything, a little lacking in flavour, a little bland. It's not got that kind of salty hit that you normally expect to get with bacon, particularly. It's obviously an unsmoked one as well, which is fine. You know, I'm happy with either. But I just expect a bit more intensity of flavour, I guess. So, let's try one of these hash browns. I'll pick the one that looks the crispiest. And there we go. It doesn't look too bad, does it? Again, 6 or 7 minutes in the air fryer to bring it back to life. Certainly crispy now. But again, pretty bland. I don't think there's a lot of seasoning used in its manufacture. If you look in the inside there, normally you'd like them to be kind of light and fluffy in the middle there, with a bit of onion. Can't smell any onion at all. Yeah, it's just a oily potato flavour. Not great. Let's try these beans and tomatoes. You know, I've put them on a bit of toast now, but I'm just going to try them as they are. And there we go. Now, I don't know what variety of beans they use there, but it won't matter now because I've mixed it with the tomatoes anyway. Not a bad flavour. Obviously these are tinned tomatoes, chopped tinned tomatoes, and they've got that very familiar metallic kind of tang to them, which I quite like with a breakfast, to be honest. The beans are soft enough. They're not like those hard bullet kind of beans. So I imagine if you got them there and then on site, they wouldn't be bad. But that's all I can really review from this. That's it. I mean, obviously, I've embellished it a bit with a couple of bits of toast. We've got a cup of tea there. So it's actually made it into a breakfast of sorts. But just what was here on its own. Woeful. Right then, folks, let me know in the comment section down below what you think of this breakfast. I'm pretty sure I know what most of you are going to say. And let me know what your thoughts are on Too Good To Go generally at the moment. Are the bags getting worse? Are businesses sort of trying to use this as a way to claw back some money from people? I don't know. It just seems that way a little bit to me. But anyway, if you've enjoyed today's video, click a thumbs up on there for me. It does help with the channel. And if you're new around here and you like what you've seen, down there somewhere is a subscribe button. Press that, ding your little bell for notifications, and you won't miss anything that comes up on the channel. Right, I'm going to try and finish this off. Things I do for this channel. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.